හරි පටන් ගන්න.
Last time around, it was a bloodbath between the two Ferrari drivers at Imola, and we are still here in Italy, and we are at Monza. It's buongiorno, buonasera once again, and we are at round 5 of the Formula One. We are round 5 of the SRL F1 Championship in Sri Lanka, and we are once again. The qualifying has started, and we are once again still here in Italy for round 5 of the championship. We've got drivers, putting their lap times, and soon, with 7 minutes to go, the race will get started once again. So it will be lights out here in Italy at Monza for round 5. Last time around, it was as I said earlier, it was a bloodbath between the two Ferraris, and with Andrew coming out on top with a clever strategy right throughout, right at the end of the race on the softer compound tires, catching Melo, and he put in a brilliant move into turn 1. And taking the lead, and right now the championship battle is getting heated up. However, the advantage right now is still Melo is leading the championship by 87 points, if I'm right, More, and with the 65 points to Andrew. So it's a closely fought championship between the two Ferrari drivers. And we've got then Savi Ratnayaka in third place of the championship. Savi Ratnayaka coming here to once again to kickstart the championship challenge. He has had some unfortunate races, and the last couple of races wasn't for him, even though he had started qualifying in not so ideal places, and he has recovered to finish on the podium. So as the qualifying is underway, we've got Melo and Abdullah in first and second place, and Andrew in third, who have already put in their lap times, and Savi in fourth, Kira in fifth. Fawzul, our last year champion, is in sixth place. He's also joining in once again for the second race of the championship as a event.
තවකොට ක්වොලිෆයින් එකට තව විනාඩි 5ක වගේ කාලයක් තියෙනවා. දැන් මෙලෝ අබ්දුල් ඇන්ඩ්‍රු පෝල් පොසිෂන් ඉඳන් පිළිවෙලට ඉන්නවා දෙක තුන. කට්ටියම උත්සාහය දෙනවා මෙලෝගේ පෝල් පොසිෂන් එක කඩන්න. අපි දැක්කා ඇන්ඩ්‍රු ප්‍රැක්ටිස් සෙෂන් එකේ 1:20ක කාලයක් වාර්තා කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙලොත් 1:20යි. හැබැයි ඇන්ඩ්‍රු ගොඩක් ෆාස්ට් සිටියා මේ මෙලෝට ඉදින්. බලමු ඇන්ඩ්‍රුට පුළුවන් වේද කියලා එයාගේ පෝල් පොසිෂන් එක ප්‍රැක්ටිස් එකේ වගේ ඒ ලැප් ටයිම් එක යට ගන්න. ඒක මතක් ගන්න ඕනේ මේක අද ගොඩක් ලෝ ඩවුන් ෆෝස් ට්‍රැක් එකක් මේක. ඒත් එකම කට්ටියගේ ටයර්ස් වෙයා ඩවුන් වෙන එක කට්ටියගේ පිටිපස්සෙන් තියෙන ගමන් පොඩ්ඩක් මම කලින් ඩ්‍රයිවර්ස් එක්ක කතා කරනකොට එයාලා කිව්වේ නම් ටයර්ස් ඩිග්‍රේඩේෂන් අද පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩි කියලා. අපි බලමු එයාගේ ටයර් මැනේජ්මන්ට් අද කොහොම වෙයිද කියලා. ස්ට්‍රැටජි එකක් ගොඩක් මෙතනදී ඉන්වෝල්ව් වෙනවා දිනන රේස් එක. ඒත් එක්කම අපි දැනට කාත් එක බලන්නේ.
We are now with Savi, who's just started a flying lap in the Alpine. So as Murray said, so this is a low downforce track. Later on in the race, we'll go on board a driver, one of the drivers, and I'll give a lap guide later in the race. And so it's a low downforce track. It's a very some say it's the easiest track in the F1 calendar, but I would say otherwise, guys, because it's a very technical track. There are some drivers prefer a very low downforce setup. Some drivers prefer to add just a bit more downforce for the middle sector because it's because of the corners, and having a compromise of both low drag and and just that bit of downforce, it helps around.
ඔයා කිව්වා වගේ කලින් ගොඩක් අය හිතනවා මේක ලේසි ට්‍රැක් එකක් කියලා. මට එහෙම නෑ. මොකද ඒ කට්ටිය එහෙම හිතන්නේ මේ ට්‍රැක් එක ඔයාලා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් normal බැලුවොත් ඔයාලට පේනවා ඇති ගොඩක් ස්ට්‍රේට්ස් තියෙනවා. එහෙම තිබ්බා කියලා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ලේසි වෙන්නේ නෑ ට්‍රැක් එක. හරියට පදින කට්ටිය කොහොමද දන්නවා මේ ට්‍රැක් එක කොච්චර අමාරුද කියලා.
Yeah, and especially these corners where the Ferrari is going right now, the two Lesmos, and these are very technical corners where you need to pinpoint the braking zone, or make sure that the car's retardation is quite on point when you go into the corner, and especially you need to have perfect traction out the corner to slingshot yourself onto the straight, and then again just where the Ferrari just passed by, the Ascari chicanes is also a very important corner because that's where you lose or gain lap time throughout the whole lap.
ඒක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ගොඩක් අය ස්ලිප් කරනවා මේ ස්ට්‍රේට්ස් වල. ඒකත් මතක තියාගන්න ඕන. අනික පවර් මැනේජ්මන්ට් උනත් ගොඩක් ක්‍රිටිකල් රෝල් එකක් තන ප්ලේ කරනවා. කියන්නේ ස්ට්‍රේට් වල කියන්නේ අපිට ඕන විදියට පවර් එක දුන්නට හයිබ්‍රිඩ් සිස්ටම් එකට තමන් මේක මැනේජ් කර ගන්න ඕනේ මුළු ලැප් එක පුරාවටම. නැත්නම් තමන්ට සමහරවිට ඕවර්ටේක් එකක් එහෙම ආවොත් එහෙම බැරි වෙනවා.
Yeah, and also, yeah. So Murray, that's a very good point. He had Monza guys. The drivers will have to further have a bit of handling in terms of their ERS management, because there are less heavy braking zones here and more high speed and the car goes for a long time on the lap high speed and less braking zones. There are I think 1, 2, 3 heavy braking zones if I'm not mistaken. So therefore, they need to manage the ERS and try to recover as much as ERS as possible for the battles during the race.
And
we got Abdullah in pole position right now. He has put a 120.7, Melo in 120.9. Andrew is on a 121.1. So yeah, even I went on the practice serve and I saw that Andrew had put in a 120.5, I think, or 120.4. A very good lap time, and he doesn't seem to be getting that bite or the grip on these track conditions for the race. And Andrew goes on pole position. So speak of the devil, Andrew is on pole with 59 seconds to go. Andrew is on pole with a 120.7.
of a second. Yeah.
Yes, with 10 thousandths of a second.
10,000. Sorry.
10 thousandths of a second from Abdullah, and Melo is in third. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting race. Especially turn 1 is going to be very exciting. There might be incidents, but I hope that it's going to be incidentless. It's going to be exciting with battles right throughout.
අබ්දුල්ලාගේ ක්වොලිෆයින් පේස් එක හැම රේස් එකම ගොඩක් හොඳට තිබ්බා. ගොඩක් අපි දැක්ක ෆ්‍රන්ට් රෝ එකේ ග්‍රිඩ් එකේ ඉන්නවා යා ස්ටාර්ට් එකත් එක්ක. හැබැයි අබ්දුල්ලා ගොඩක් ඩ්‍රොප් වෙනවා. යාගේ ස්කිල් එක මදි. يعني යාගේ එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එක මදි මට හිතෙන විදියට يعني කට්ටියක රේස් කරනවා.
Yes.
Tekam balamu. Oh, it's Melo pole position now.
Melo is on pole, so it's a Ferrari 1-2, and Melo is on pole. Andrew is in second place.
Tekam qualifying overtime වලට යනවා. qualifying session එක ඉවරයි. දැනට කට්ටිය කීප දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා track එකේ. ඒ කට්ටිය ඔක්කොම return වුණාට පස්සේ අපි race session එකට යනවා. ඒත් එක මතක් ගන්න ඕනේ අපේ ස්පොන්සර් අපේ කියන්නේ අපේ ට්‍රොෆිස් වල ස්පොන්සර් ගන්න සුගතදාස බණ්ඩාරන සංස්. ඒත් එක මතක් ගන්න ඕනේ අපේ ලයිව් එකට ගොඩක් උදව් ගන්න ශාෂ්. නැත්නම් ලයිව් කරගන්න හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒත් එක අපි බලන අයට හැමෝටම කියන්න තියෙන්නේ අපි YouTube බලනවා නම් අපි subscribe කරන්න, like කරන්න, share කරන්න. Facebook පැත්තෙන් කට්ටිය බලනවා අපි දැක්ක කමෙන්ට් දාලා තියෙනවා. ඔය අපි share කරන්න මොකද අපිට ඒතකොට කට්ටියට දැනගන්න පුළුවන් අපි මේ සිම් රේසින් පදිනවා කියලා. Kita berisi barang tajuk. Dan Abdullah Nawir Edin utama ini. Dan ada ini pit kedai.
And so today in race control, we've got the two guys commentating this race is going to be me, Chalita, and we've got More as well, and then we've got Sash, who's giving us the stream as usual, and we've got Haritha, who's in race control monitoring the drivers.
The cool down time metal කට්ටිය ඉන්නේ පිට්ස් වල දැන්ට එයාලට තව ටික වෙලාවකින් තව දෙකකින් වගේ ග්‍රිඩ් එකටයි එතකන් ඔයාලගේ ප්‍රශ්න මොනවද තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න කමෙන්ට් සෙක්ෂන් වල දාත් එකේ ලයිව් කමෙන්ට් එකේ chat එකේ
yeah please let the questions go through. Tell us what you guys think of the championship so far, if you guys have been following us from the beginning, and once again share the pages, share the YouTube channel, give us a like, subscribe to our channels, and keep the audience coming, guys. The cars are lining up on the grid, and as what's happening in every race, the guys are finalizing their strategies, and it's not gonna be long. So we've got Melo on pole, Andrew in second, Abdullah in third, Savi in fourth, Navir in fifth, Kyur in sixth, Fauzul in seventh, Sanuka in eighth, Shano in ninth, Damit in 10th, Anuka in 11th. It's going to be the battle of the Ferraris resuming here once again in Italy for round 5 of the championship. Who's going to get the win and trying to advance themselves in this superheated battle between Andrew and Melo. The lights will be coming on pretty much very soon. It's a 200 meter run down to turn 1, and who's going to go into the lead into turn 1? That's $1,000 questions that we all are having.
turn 1 එක තමයි ගොඩක් crucial වෙන්නේ මෙතන. කවුරුත් අප ගන්න නැති වෙයි කියලා අපි හිතනවා.
Yes.
සමහරවිට Monza turn 1 කියන්නේ first turn එකක් වගේ scene.
Yep.
ඒත් එක අපේ YouTube පැත්තෙන් යසද්ද සීට්ලා හැමෝටම good luck කියලා දෙනවා. Thank you. live එක බලනකොට.
Chano is the last car joining in 9th. So things are gonna get heated pretty soon. The two Ferraris.
Shano discount ලා ආපු හින්දා අපිට පොඩ්ඩක් late කරන්න වුණා අපේ red light sequence එක.
Yep. Thank you, Masha, for your comments. And as your emoticons it says, it's red and fire right at the front row of the grid.
Alien race එක ගොඩක් හොඳට Ferraris දෙක fight කරා. බලමු තාත්තා අපර 20 වගේ කාලෙත් තියෙන. Lights again, cutting stable කියලා මම හිතනවා. Connections.
Yep. So Melo is starting on the C1 tires and Andrew on the C2 tires. So Andrew's going one step further on to have it on, and the lights are coming on, guys. The lights are coming on. It's look up, it's look but never stare. 5 lights are on, and it's lights out, and away we go. It's a great start by the two Ferraris. It's a great start by the two Ferraris at the front. Let's see who. Everyone is trying to get the slipstream tucked in behind the heels of each other and trying to get the slipstream. We got a Haas on the grass. Let's see who goes into turn 1. We got an incident at the back. Let's see who's leading the race. It's Andrew who takes the lead. Melo in second, Abdullah in third, and Savi in fourth. But it's an incident back turn 1 as we feared, and we got cars flying over into the grass and cutting their chicane up on top. But the top 6 are going up unscathed, and we got Abdullah touching into Savi. So as More said, Abdullah is a good qualifier, but he goes down as the race goes by. So that's just about an experience.
But Abdullah is holding on. He's in third.
Yeah, he's in third. Okay, yeah. No, because I saw him touching Sabi. So that's all right. But it's Andrew continuing where he left off in the last race. He's leading. His lead is now up to 0.3 of a second from Melo, and then Abdullah in third, Kyur in fourth. Savi in 5th, Fawzul in 6th, 7th we got Shanu. Shanu now upping up the pace on Fawzul, and we got Fawzul, and now Mello seems to get the slipstream from Andrew into the Parabolica, and Mello goes into
but
the
he's
lead.
going right. Mello wide gear. Andrew no.
Andrew and Mello has gone wide, and now Andrew is into the lead, and Mello is now tucking the heels off, and
Mello ගන්න ඔය ටර්න් එක. ඒකම it's challenging. Andrew කොමාරියාගේ පිටිපස්සේ ඉන්නේ.
hello.
ලොකු late break එකක් එතන. Okay.
I lost the stream.
Oh, sorry. It's fine. I think Andrew lead
and Andrew defends the position. He goes just a tad wide into from the De La Roche chicane into the Lesmo. So it's the two Ferraris battling in and out here at Monza on lap 2, and we are still undecided on who is the lead of this race. For the time being is Andrew. We got Mello in second, so it looks like Mello seems to have that little bit of extra straight line speed to come back on Andrew, and Andrew seems to have that pace in the middle sector to scamper away. Right now the gap is of 6/10, but now Mello seems to be tucked in behind the slipstream of Andrew.
ඒතක මතක් කරනවා අබ්දුල්ලා කොමාරි ෆ්‍රන්ට් රෝ එකේ ග්‍රිඩ් එකේ ෆස්ට් පැක් එකේ ඉන්නවා කොමාරි ඇන්ඩ්‍රු මෙලෝ පිටිපස්සෙන් මම හිතුවේ නෑ අපි මිස්ජජ් කරා අබ්දුල්ලාට ඉන්න බැරි වෙයි කියලා පාස්ට් එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එක නට ඔයාලට පේනවාද අබ්දුල්ලා කොමාරි P3 ඉන්නවා
Cure is in 4th place More Cure is in 4th place.
Oh nice. Cure is 4th place. සවිත් එක බැරි වෙනවා ඒක කවුද?
That's Mello.
Oh no, Curio
slams into Mello. I think we spoke the commentator's curse, and sorry guys, even I was a bit shocked from that incident, and this is actually a very deciding incident for this championship. Now Mello is down into 8 with probably a lot of damage, and he might have to pit in and come in, and then once again Damit now is coming down. He's losing places with an incident again with Curio. We got Mello. I think he's having a lot of damage and he's unable to control the car. So I think Mello will have to pit in again to repair the damage and try to do a counter strategy and to see if cars are sliding, cars are going all over the place here at Monza, and Andrew is leading the race.
ලොකු penalty එකක් අදීමේ ගෙන්න මම හිතන්නේ kick වෙයිද දන්නේ නැහැ අපි හිතන්නේ බෑ ස්ටුවර්ට් මොනවා කරයිද කියලා.
Yeah, I wonder if Harita will deploy the black flag for Curio for this one. It's all up to Harita right now to decide what's going to happen. Drivers should know their whereabouts when they're racing, and make sure that they have the gadgets. I mean, even though it's a keyboard, but still they have something called the brake, and respect, and all the time they need to respect the drivers in front. So at the front, we got Andrew. Yeah, and Abdullah seems to have cut the chicane. I think he's earned quite a bit of a penalty there, and Savi has taken the advantage there, coming to second place, and Abdullah is now in third, hunting down Savi after that quick penalty for cutting the chicane. And Shanu is in 4th place after all those incidents. Shanu is in 4th place. Shanu is the guy. Actually, I think what he said is actually true. He said that he'll start last and try to save himself of all the drama. And now he's being hunted by last year's champion Fawzul. So Shanu is going to be happy that he's there up in the top 5.
And
yes, so we've got now we are riding with we are on with the Savi Abdullah battle, and now Abdullah is tucked in behind Savi's slipstream. Let's see if there's a move under braking, but no, he doesn't. He's that bit far away to try and move on Savi. and Fawzul making a move on Shanu on the Aston Martin, and Fawzul goes down the inside into turn 1 and turn 2, and he takes 4th place from Shanu. So there's still a big chance for Fawzul also to come onto the podium. The race is still not over, and there's another battle going on still once again between Savi and Abdullah. Abdullah trying to take back that 2nd place from Savi. Savi is on the
සවි පිටිපස්සෙන් ක්වොලිෆයි වුණාට සවිගිත් පේස් එක හොඳයි ඒත් එක මෙයාගේ ස්ට්‍රැටජිස් උත් හොඳයි අපි දැක්කා ෆස්ට් රේස් එකක් දෙන්න බලමු අබ්දුල්ලා මොනවාගේ ස්ට්‍රැටජි එකක්ද යූස් කරන්න කියලා යාට ඉස්සරහට එන්න පුළුවන් වේද කියලා.
Yes, and looks like Shanu has taken again the position from Fawzul. So Fawzul might have made a mistake out somewhere in order for Shanu to come back again into 4th place. So right at the front, Andrew is scampering away with a lead of 4.5 seconds, and now Melo is now in 7th. Now Melo is in 8th place. He was in 7th. Now he's in 8th. I wonder whether he had another incident. But this is going to be a very, very important turn of things of events for the championship. If Andrew goes on, with maximum points out of this race, I think he's going to get a heavy buckload of points, and to try and see if he can turn himself, into a championship contender, which he is, but a much more favorable one. So Andrew,
Fawzul pit කරලාගේ ඒකට යන්න බෑ අපිට දැනට.
Yeah. Fawzul has pitted. So I think it's either, and we've got a side by side between Savi and Abdullah into the two Lesmos. Savi is on the inside, Abdullah is on the outside. Savi right now out of the two Lesmos comes out in front, but now Abdullah is tucked in behind Savi. Down the hill we go, up the hill we go, under the bridge. Up the hill we go into the Ascari chicane. We've got Savi still at the front, but Abdullah is hunting him down like a madman.
අපි දැන් ලොකු ප්‍රෙෂර් එකකින් ඉන්නේ. මොකද අබ්දුල්ලා කීයටත් එයාට අයින් වෙන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ.
It's Abdullah now. Let's see now if he goes down the inside on the parabolica and takes. Savi goes wide, but now Savi has the slipstream from Abdullah. And let's see now. They're going side by side on the main straight. Now let's see now who dares into turn 1, who dares to leg break into turn 1. Let's see, we come into turn 1. They pick the break-in zone, so it's Abdullah taking the break-in zone. Savi does the switcheroo on the outside, and Savi takes 2nd place once again. This is great racing by these two drivers. It's unbelievable what these two drivers are giving us and the audience.
Again, Abdullah comes from the side.
Abdullah is coming out on the side. Let's see if he does. Savi is pushed a tad wide, but then it's side by side here at Monza into the two Lesmos, and these two drivers are giving that little bit of extra respect all around the track. It's side by side right throughout the whole lap, and now we've got Curio. Is it Curio? No. That's a lap Mercedes car.
I think it's Navira.
Yeah, Navira in the lap Mercedes. And we're going once again on to the back straight just before the parabolica, and Abdullah once again trying to line up Savi once again for another ding-dong battle once again on the next lap. Right at the front now, the lead, as these two are battling, Andrew is scampering with the lead of 8.4 seconds. He's minding his own business. He wants the win, and let's see now. And we've got Abdullah now trying to take the slipstream onto the braking zone into turn 1. Savi goes ahead into turn 1 and turn 2. They pick up the traction, and we're going on to Kuruva Grande right now. And Abdullah seems to be faster on the straights, with Savi to be faster in the middle sector.
දැක්ක පොඩ්ඩක් view කරනවා එතන. ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. මං හිතන්නේ අබ්දුල්ලා පොඩ්ඩක් safe play කරන්න try කරයි. මොකද දෙන්නම දැන් මෙතන fight කරා වැඩි. අපි දැක්කා. එයාලගේ tires ගැන එයාලා හිතන්න ඕනේ.
And Savi is actually doing a very good job on the C4 tires on lap 8. While Abdullah is on the C1 tires, and Abdullah likewise. Yeah, Savi is on the C4s and Abdullah is on the C1s. So still the advantage is with the harder tires. The harder tire guys can still go that much longer in the race and then put on the softer tires, whereas the guys who are running the softer tires will have to put on the hard tire for the final stint. So Abdullah is just 3 tenths coming into the parabolica, and out we go onto the main straight. We are on board with Savi, and we got Abdullah lining up on the just be tucked in behind the gearbox of Savi, and let's see now if he does down an inside move or an outside move into turn 1. They pick the braking zone, so Savi goes ahead. Abdullah tries to squeeze into second place, but he can't. But Savi just makes the car as wide as he can, like Fernando Alonso does in F1. And we've got Navida enjoying the battle in 11th. He's enjoying the battle, and now we got Abdullah down the inside in the De La Roche chicane, and still Savi is ahead. Savi is surviving this mammoth fight brought in by Abdullah, and we've got
yes.
Yes, he actually came close tagging Abdullah earlier on. I think I saw from this view. So he needs to be careful on tucking in behind the leaders, but I think he wants a slipstream from these two drivers. And then we've got Savi defending from Abdullah down the inside into the parabolica, but Savi on his softer tires, and now Abdullah goes in front, but it's side by side out the parabolica. Wow. And now Savi is stuck behind the slip of the Williams of Abdullah. They cross the main straight. Let's see who dares into turn 1 once again. And it's Savi. Savi had to cut the chicane over there just to protect himself from colliding with Abdullah. And Abdullah now is in second place, and Savi is in third. So that was a 3 to 4 battle that we have enjoyed.
This battle කලින් කිව්වට පස්සේ තමයි මතක් වුණේ මම දැක්කේ නෑ සවි අබ්දුල්ලාගේ ටයර්ස් සවි C4 ඉන්නේ අබ්දුල්ලා C1 ඉඳලා සවිගේ තරමට පේස් එක තියෙනවා කියන්නේ කොහොමද එයාට පාස් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා.
And we see Melo now with Damit. He's trying to save up his race and trying to climb as much as high as possible. And he's now up into 6th with Andrew now well clear, and Andrew now is right behind this pair, and he's nearly about to lap the Haas of Damit.
අපිට ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා ගෙවිදුගේ why is Fawzul Arim the great not first? මං හිතන්නේ Fawzul වැඩි අද ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරලා නැහැ මොකද Fawzul මැදින් ආව රේස් වලට.
That's a very good question. I think Fawzul hasn't practiced much with these cars or this race at all. I think he just jumped into the race as a guest race. So yeah, it's very very weird to see Fawzul down in 8th, but he's already a champion, and we already know if he gets the handle of these cars, he's gone. So Savi has actually pitted, and now he's putting onto the hard tires for the next stint, for his final stint. I don't know whether it's going to be a two-stop, but he's going to try and do a one-stop right from here. So now Abdullah and Curio is now in third, but I fear for Curio because he's going to get pretty much the heat from the race direction. Yep, Fawzul is right now in 7th place, and he's has just overtaken the Haas of Damit, and now he's on to the heels of Melo, who's in 6th place. Melo will be pretty much upset with how the race is going on. He wanted to have a battle with with Andrew. I think that would have even gone the same way that the battle between Savi and Abdullah. But we have Gavilu. Yeah, that's not something that we should talk here. So Savi is actually doing well, and he actually put up a very good battle with Abdullah, with side by side action for 4 to 5 laps, which made the whole audience, a few hair-raising moments as well. But with Abdullah coming out as the winner of that battle. We are now with Andrew. So let's go on board with Andrew, and I'm gonna try and give a lap guide. Let's start with the next lap. I think we're a bit too far. So on the next lap, let's try and go on board with. I think last time I did Andrew, so let's try and go on board with most probably Savi.
Yes, Savi get strategy hundai.
Yeah, let's keep on board. Yeah, because that was a very, very hefty, whack onto the leaders who were battling around. So now we are coming now onto the main straight on 8th gear with Yaris slammed open. The drivers are now keeping their eye onto this heavy braking zone into 2nd gear. It's turn 1 and turn 2. The car needs to have a good traction out of here because they need to slingshot into Curva Grande, which is this corner right here, right now. And it's once again a maximum speed. We are reaching to about 335 to 340. Down under the bridge is the other heavy braking zone into the De La Roja chicane. And here the exit is just a very bit dangerous with the gravel. And now we are coming on to the 2 Lesmo. So it's Lesmo 1. Once again, slingshot into this little tiny straight, and again Lesmo 2. Picking up the apex and trying to take as much as exit curb as possible. And now we are down the hill under the bridge. We are reaching to about 330 kilometers per hour. Heavy braking zone once again into Ascari, which is a combination of left to right turns, and again exit curb as much as possible and onto the back straight. And we are reaching now into the Parabolica, which basically takes a wide approach and slingshots themselves onto the main straight, and that's a lap here at Monza. And Savi is now into 3rd place with 41 seconds from Andrew, and he's gonna wait till Abdullah makes a pit to move into 2nd place. Shanu is in P4. Shanu is in P4 and he has done a stop, I think.
Stop.
He has done a stop, I think. Yet he has to stop because he's on the C3 tires and no one else is on the C3 tires apart from Anuka. So it's a very different.
Strategy.
Yeah, it's a very different strategy right around the grid.
And 15th lap
Andrew just wants to quietly take this win.
Abdullahට P2 මං හිතන්නේ Abdullahට P2 තියාගන්න පුළුවන්. එයා C1 ටයර් එක එයාගේ ගොඩක් එයා කන්සර්ව් කරයි. ඉස්සරහට එයාගේ ගෙවිලා ඇත්තේ දැන්ට ගොඩක්.
Yeah, he needs to make a pit stop, so he needs to come just and about behind Savi to have a chance of fighting for that podium position. And I think Abdullah will have the softer tire compounds for the last stint with Savi on the hard tires. And Andrew now is scampering away with the lead. And we got an out for I think of Fausul.
Oh, big collision.
So no, it's not. No, I think he spun out of coming out of Ascari. So that's your answer, Govindu. He's just here for the fun of it, enjoying.
Little bit out of practice. Pit stop එක කට්ටියගේ pit stop උයි ටික ටික වෙච්ච incident එක කට්ටියගේ ලොකු gaps ඇදලා තියෙන්නේ. අපිට පේනවා මෙලෝ ටික ටික ලං කරනවා කියුරියෝද. 5 second වෙලා තියෙනවා.
I think Melo has pitted and he has put on the C2 because he started on C1 tires. So I think he has repaired his damage and he's showing what his pace is on this tire set and tire compound at this stage of the race. So it's sad to see Melo down in 6th after that incident with Curio, which was none of Melo's fault, and now he's slowly coming back again to take that place from Curio. Let's see how this battle goes. I think it's going to be quite easy to go past Curio this time around. And we've got Andrew at the back. We got Andrew at the back, ever closely following the Ferrari of Melo. Although Melo is in 6th place, and Andrew is leading the race.
Exactly. කොමාර මෙලෝ points වල ඉන්නවා කියන්නේ points නැති වෙනවට වඩා හොඳයි මයික් කොමාර points වල ඉන්න එක.
Yeah. So that's another good thing about this championship is that we have given the drivers the ability to repair the cars coming into the pits and not having terminal damage, which either case if that crash with damage on, with maximum damage on, that would have been a very terminal crash, and Melo would have been out of the race, but he lived to see another day, and now he's in 6th place and trying to who's now and basically is now 5 tenths behind Curio. So if you can go into that battle and see how Melo gets past Curio this time around.
Curio ගොඩක් අද destructive වල ටිකක් කරා බා යන්න දෙන්න දන්නේ Curio අරන යන්න දෙන්න ඕනේ මෙලොට.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. Out of respect, I would appreciate Curio to let Melo by, but seems that Curio wants to fight this off, and Melo is taking this battle very, very carefully because he doesn't want to have another crash. So he's now coming behind Curio, tucked in his slipstream out into Curva Grande.
දෙන්නම C2 tires වල ඉන්නේ.
Yeah, both of them are C2 tires. Yeah, Melo. If you look at the body language of Melo, that was another hair-raising moment, and Melo goes down the inside of Curio into 5th place. But that was again another hair-raising moment with the McLaren. Right on the outskirts of the La Roche chicane, so that would have given Melo another heart attack. So Melo is in 5th place. This is damage limitation for Melo in his quest for the championship. But now I think Andrew has pitted and is now in 2nd place. He's put on the C3 tires, so he was to do a 10-lap stint on the C3 tires and. He's now coming behind Shanu, I think, in the Aston Martin. Yes. Oh no, sorry, in the Mercedes. Sorry, it's Anuka in the Mercedes, and we got a spin by Fausul once again. Fausul is spinning. He's spinning his way out of the championship. The last year's championship winner seems to be having quite a lot of fun spinning around. You don't want to become a master spin.
එකයි ලොකු ගැප්ස් හැදිලා තියෙන දැන්ට පේනවා ඉතින්
Yeah, it's so we've got the 15 seconds of Andrew. That's because of the pit stop. But then Savi is 30 seconds from Andrew. Shanu 20 seconds from Savi. Melo 4 seconds from Shanu. So Melo is hunting down Shanu for the 4th place. Curio. So the only cars which have the small gaps is Melo, Shanu, Melo, Curio, and then Naveed, Fawzul just because he spun. But yeah, it's the field is quite spread.
මම හිතන්නේ මෙලොට ෂානු අල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. ටික අඩු වෙනවා අපිට පේනවා ටයිම් එක. ගැප් එක ක්ලෝස් වෙනවා. 90th lap එකේ ඉන්නේ එතකම 20th lap එක ස්ටාර්ට් කරා අපේ දැනට ලීඩ් ඉන්නේ අබ්දුල්ලා sorry. එතයා පිට් කරලා නැහැ. මතන් ඩුටයි. ලීඩ් එකේ 30 කික් වෙද්දන්නේ අබ්දුල්ලා C1 එකෙන්ම ජයිස් කියන්නත් බෑ. අපි අනිවාර්යෙන් පිට් එකක් කරන්න ඕනේ තියෙනවා අපේ.
Pit stop is mandatory. So let's see how far Abdullah is going to take this tire set. That's 20 laps on a set of C1 tires as we see a Red Bull out of Lesmo 1, and we got Curio navigating himself in through that incident, and he's going down the hill under the bridge, and he's got Melo up ahead.
දැන්ට පොඩ්ඩක් රේස් එක ස්ප්‍රෙඩ් අවුට් වෙලා තිබ්බට ඔයාලට කොහොමද ෆස්ට් ලැප් එකේ ඉඳන් half way through වලට ලොකු බැටල්ස් ගොඩක් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වුණා මේ රේස් එකේ. හිතන්නේ ඒකම ඇති මේ රේස් එකට ගොඩක්.
Yeah, the first 10 laps of the race was pretty much very exciting.
කොහොමද ඉන්ටෙන්සිව් වෙන්නේ first half එක තමයි දැන් කොහොමද strategies play වෙන්න ගත්ත ගමන් මේ වගේ gaps හදනවා කොහොමද?
I think we might have had a good battle between the two Ferraris, even with strategy. But once again, it's racing. Unfortunate. So we've got Abdullah pitting, and then we've got Andrew crossing the line and taking the lead. We'll see what tires that Abdullah is going to put. With just 9 laps to go. So yeah, he's on the C3 tires, and the gap is of 10 seconds. Abdullah could have actually put, if I was Abdullah, I would have put the C4 tires just to have yeah, he could have at least tried to put a fight to Andrew.
එතක හොඳ කමෙන්ට් එකකුත් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. හවුසුල් අනිත් අයට චැම්පියන්ෂිප් එක දිනන්න දෙනවා කියලා තියෙනවා. හැමිල්ටන් වගේ නෙවෙයි කියලා. මතක් කරන්න අපිට ලයික් කරන කට්ටියව පේන්නේ නැහැ Facebook පැත්තෙන්. ලයික් කරන හැමෝටම thank you. අපිට පේනවා කමෙන්ට්ස් වලට art reaction thank you. දිල්ෂාන් සත්සර. ඔයාලා රිටයර්ඩ් කෙනෙක්. අවසන්ද චතුබ. Thank you, Yamato.
Thank you guys for your support. And now who's into the pit? Shanu is into the pit. After successfully, he was actually doing a very good pace right at the front. So Shanu is now into 6th place. I think that's his final place for this evening. And so it was a very good race from Shanu as well. Till this time around, he's been, saving himself from all the chaos, and he's in a very well and 6th place. So I think Shanu is playing, he's playing very, very much the Vettel card here, trying to save himself and trying to have a good result.
Shanu දන්න කොහොමද ලොකු Vettel fanboy කෙනෙක් කියලා.
Yep. And I think all of us are a Vettel fan. He's one of a class champion, a 4-time world champion, and a class driver.
එතකම නවීර ජොයින් වෙලා දින ෂානු එක්ක පොඩි ෆයිට් එකකට බලමු.
Yeah, Navira is now 9/10 and just right about behind Shanu. Shanu is on the C3 tires. Navira is on the C1 tires. So let's see now how this fight is going to go about. So it's Mercedes versus Aston Martin. And we've got Fawzul behind them, but he's 10.1 seconds, 1 seconds behind this battle.
The white gear. Then a white gear.
Yeah. Now Navira is tucked in behind the slipstream of Shanu, ever closing. The other flap is open. We're coming into turn 1 heavy braking zone. Shanu takes the inside line trying to defend, and Navira has a better exit. That inside line from Shanu put him out of sync out of turn 2. And now Navira is tucked in behind the Aston Martin. So let's see now how this battle goes on. Shanu is on the C3 tire, so I think he needs to have a bit more pace than this, but he's defending like a lion from the challenge that Navira is putting in. And Shanu is a bit all over the place. He's taking the corners in a weird way actually, and that's putting him. Both of them are waving around, and let's see now who's gonna take the lead from these two. It's still Shanu ahead, and the Mercedes of Navira in 7th, so 6th and 7th.
Oh, Navira got the place.
Navira took the place. I didn't see that. Yeah.
Fawzul unfortunately did not finish.
Yes.
Ellen Spinnan. Abdullah. Challenge नहीं था हम कागे को तब दुलट आउट फाइट करना था तन शानु लैप करना था
So I just drank a bit of water, and we've got Abdullah trying to lap Shanu. I think there should be blue flags. Shanu should pretty much well get out of the way for the Williams drive. And Shanu spins off. But I think he's still in that 7th place. But he spins off out of Ascari. He might have had a bit of a moment coming into Ascari and trying to take that long sweeper, and he must have lost the corner.
Abdullah is not safe.
Yeah, I think even Vettel did the same thing in 2019, I think. So yeah, he's following in the footsteps of his idol.
මතක් ගන්න ඕනේ අපි දැක්ක කලින් ඇන්ඩ්‍රූගේ මෙලෝගේ බැටල් එක අතරතුර කියන්නේ කීවුරගෙන් ලොකු ෂාට් එකක් වදිනවා මෙලෝට ඒ මතක ඇතිවට අබ්දුල්ලා ඒ පිටිපස්සේ හිටියා අබ්දුල්ලා එතනොත් බේරුණා.
Yeah.
දැන් අද ලොකු ලක්කයක් තියෙනවා අබ්දුල්ලාට කොහෙන් හරි. එන්න දැය තමයි කොට පල්ලට වැටෙන්නේ හැපිලා.
So I think even Abdullah has learned the lessons from the last races. You learn a lot, why, even as taking part, even if you're still right at the back, you learn a lot driving these cars and getting more experience under your belt. So it's always not about winning, it's all about it's a learning experience. Melo is in 4th place right now after coming back. So we are lap 25 of the race, and the positions are Andrew at the front with the lead on Abdullah of 9 seconds. Abdullah is in 2nd, Savi is in 3rd, Melo is in 4th, Curie in 5th, Navir in 6th, Shanu in 7th after having a short battle with Navira. and then we've got Damit in 8th and Sanuka in 9th, and we got one retiree from this race, and that's last year's champion Fawzul.
Andrew Takagin mat බලපෑමක් නැහැ. අගේ ලීඩ් එක තියාගෙන ඉන්නවා 26 26 ලැප් එක පටන් අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. ලැප් 3ක් දෙකක් හරි යන්නේ දෙකයි යන්න තියෙනවා. දෙකයි.
Yeah, just 2 races to go. I hope this is what we are going to see from next year's championship from the Ferrari at least. In the real world, that the two Ferraris are battling for the championship.
අයගම් මතක් කරන්න ඕනේ ඊළඟ අවුරුද්දේදී කොහොමත් අපේ සර්වර් එක තවත් ඇඩ්වාන්ස් කරලා අපි virtual safety පව දාන්න පුළුවන් විදිහට අපි plugins add කරන්න හදන්නේ. ඒකට ඔය වගේ ලොකු crashes වුණාම කට්ටියට
Oh, is that a Ferrari? That's a Ferrari of Andrew. Whoa. Andrew has a moment, and now and Abdullah takes the lead from Andrew. He has a moment.
Abdullah.
We couldn't see.
Nice.
As they were down. We couldn't see, but I saw that Andrew had a moment down the hill, and he basically lost the car and shunted into the barriers, and Abdullah taking the advantage of it, and now Abdullah is leading the race with 1 lap to go, and Andrew is in second.
2 laps to go. 2 laps.
2 laps to go. Sorry.
2 laps. Andrew togo muna kali race එක further lead කරගෙන ඉඳලා.
Yes, I think it was Japan, right?
Japan, yeah.
Yeah. So Andrew, luck is also not 100% on his side, but he's still getting in a good load of 18 points, but Melo is in 4th place. I think still Melo will go ahead lead in the championship battle, but it's a story of what if Andrew could have easily scored 25 points, but I think he had a moment, so we'll see in the replays what happened to Andrew, but that's quite unfortunate, and now Abdullah is leading the race, and he's 4.3 seconds in front, and trying to take advantage of this lead that he had built to
4 seconds
unless Abdullah has a moment once again or spin, it's Abdullah's race for the time being. And he's coming in to start the final lap here.
Final lap. Nice.
Final lap at Monza. The number 6 Williams, Abdullah, is starting the last lap of this race after taking the lead from Andrew just a lap ago, taking advantage of Andrew's misstep in the second sector. Yeah, I think he's gonna be pulling his leg. He's gonna be pulling his hair with that mistake. But it's racing, and gonna move on. The championship is long. We've got. Yeah, P2. Not that significant as
last.
So Abdullah now is on the back straight after taking the lead, taking the advantage of Andrew's mishap. Is now coming into the final corner, out the parabolica.
Wow, what a race!
Onto the main straight. And it's Abdullah in the Williams, waving around. He wins at Monza. He wins round 5. He's a winner for the first time around in this championship. He takes maximum points, 25 points for Abdullah. Andrew comes in second. Savi in third. Once again, a very well-earned podium by Savi. And now Curio. So Curio is now 4th. And Melo. And what is happening here at Melo? What is happening here at Melo? Is Melo, I think his fuel is over.
Oh shit.
Melo.
Bad luck. That was
Lady Luck is not on his side. He's not on Ferrari's side. On number 55. I think his fuel might be over. And we've got Curio. Yeah, I think he's crossed the finish line. I think he's 4th. So.
No.
Oh no, he has not taken the flag, but still Melo is far away. Yeah, Melo is far away. I think no one can take. I think Melo has. Okay. What happened?
Yeah,
but no, something happened. I think because Melo was in 4th place and Kuro was in 5th place, so something happened between the two. Yeah, let's see. So Andrew is actually should be happy now with his P2 with this incident that Melo has had. But yeah, it's Abdullah right at the front. He wins the race. So once again, thank you guys for joining for round 5. We'll see you at round 6 next week. And have a good night. Thanks for joining at this time around. And hope you guys, have a safe week. Enjoy the week ahead, and we'll see you back on Sunday.
Thank you, Balpan Ottoman. Good night. We are live again.